Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The play-action fake. They'll lift to throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
At their own 13-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's a 2nd and 5. Young. The first kick. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Here is 3rd and 5.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Young to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
You look at this Eagle defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defense coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Owens. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And Young's throw there, incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now here's Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Young off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Got him in on the right sideline. It's Owens. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 5 yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
The play fake. Now Young rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now Young. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit.
The gun now on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. McCaffrey on the toss right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 47 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw, Young. This one caught by Kittle. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
McCaffrey
with career touchdown number 75. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. he will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He'll get it across midfield down to the 49.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. To throw, Young. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now Young. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Let's go.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Following the interception, Young throwing the out route incomplete. That's Owens. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. A 1st down throw for Young.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Owens. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 5.
Young to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Throwing. Young. Past the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
That's the third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Come back in! Come back in!
On play action, they'll throw.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That number man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Young. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
But 1st down, Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Brandon Ayuk now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now we'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
14-yard line.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Young off the play fake. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's right. Right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was taken down at the 10-yard line. It's the gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They throw it out right complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Touchdown! Quez Watkins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles are an extra point away now from moving out in front. So a strong showing so far in this third quarter, and now they're poised to move in front.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they were very slow to get into the flow of the game. And while puzzling, it does happen from time to time. But they're certainly in the flow now. Zero doubt about that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the third. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get them.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8.
49ers, 23
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
The kicker on.
So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting it and by him going up and getting it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Young will set to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now here's Young. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. McCaffrey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Sliding out of the pocket. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on 1st and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. 3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Nolan Smith getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal. Now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And they're going to speed things up here.
63.
They go play action with Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the 49ers are right back in this football game. He got out of the pocket there. Was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling. His receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they're able to get this one across the 35. clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Young going to move them around.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Young now.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go play action. Young.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Young. Throws the out route and completes it to Samuel.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
The 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now 2nd and 4. Now Young. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
2nd and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at the 36-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Young to throw. That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. Now 1st and goal. Young eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. Here's Young. And they don't get it. It's incomplete. They got the touchdown, could not, however, get the 2-point conversion to cap it, and they're still down by a pair. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. A field goal will do it for them. They got the onside kick that they needed here. We'll see if they can do the rest.
Some teams are just not comfortable waiting to see what happens. Some teams like to force the action. That's exactly what we saw with this onside kick.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. Down the left sideline. And he's across for a touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now Moody for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Niners 26, Eagles 21.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the 49ers are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for San Francisco, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man, then black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, till I be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. Now it's like work for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place.